Okay, I have repaired this saw in a previous video, and it was working because it was turned the battery terminal, and now when testing it I can see the problem. It's not holding the blade, and I think it will be the rust inside here, so definitely I want to unscrew the saw shoe. And now we are interested in the blade holder itself, so I will try to remove the rubber gently with my pliers. Okay, what we have here? Some piece of wood, maybe. Okay, got the rubber. Okay, we have the holding ring here. It goes all around the holder, and you need to find the beginning of this ring. You can see it's like a spring ring, but it's longer. So now I have the beginning of it. You can see this is the beginning of it, and just going all around to take this one out. And we got it out. So now I want to remove this housing. Normally when everything is clean, it pops out easily. Now I don't know how it will be, because definitely we have some rust here. Maybe I will put some BD. Here, and this one holds our blade. Now this one is not moving. Okay, it seems that somehow I got it out, and you can see that it was the rust here and the spring was here. So now I need to clean the rust. Okay, and I have the pin in other side of this. Okay, so I have straw glass with the pin removing. So I have cleaned this pin from the rust. I will try to put this pin in, and I will check, maybe everything will work fine, because basically this part is working. This one was stuck, so now this one is not stuck, it's moving. Of course I can put some BDF in here. It will not be inside for a long time, but it will be better than no grease. And I think most of you know how hard this saw is working on the car scrapping industry, and yeah, so they are not seeing any grease maintenance or something. Okay, now we have the pin. We need to align the holes here with the pins here. Basically I think it will go like that, and if I could remember, I need to put this one to the open position. I will try to do that. Yep, if I could remember, of course. It must be like that. And now we need to align the pins again. Okay, or maybe I remember bad, because I cannot put this one. Try to release it. Have released the blade mechanism. Now searching for the holes here. Aligning them, and we'll try to put the blade cover. And basically we need to, okay, we'll try to hold it and take the SE forward. Can take it forward. Why I want to take it forward? To show how to put it, how to mount it. And okay, we'll try doing that again. No, I still think I need to get it locked. Like that. And yep, now it looks better. And now I need to press it down a little bit and put the holding ring, if you remember it. So I'm putting the ring on the SE, and I will press everything down. Sometimes I'm using the socket and just hammering it a little bit. Hammering the spring ring can go down together with the housing. Basically, that's not very needed, I think. Most important that the holding ring must get into place, because if it will not get in a groove on the housing, all the parts will go out. Then we will turn on the saw. And of course, if we will not find the parts, we will need to order them. Okay. Okay, I've just hammered it a little bit, and you can see how far it is now. Now it's on a locking position. So we have our rubber sleeve here, and it's a dust inside. I will spray some VD here and clean with the paper. Looks better now. You can check for this one, and I have the rust here, so maybe I will brush them a little bit now. brush it, some VD, brushing again, and now I can put the rubber cover. As it's a VD inside, it will be easier to remove the cover next time. I hope so. Okay, now we have our blade holding in, getting out. Of course, you can see some rust from the VD, so you can just insert it a couple of times and clean it. Okay, it's starting to work as it should, so that's a good sign. Now that's good. What we want it to get the blade out. As you can see, it moves forward when I remove it. Sometimes it jumps out. That's what we want. So that was the blade holder repair. And now it's a small tip if you're selling tools. Okay, I will put the blade cover, and I will not clean it for now. Of course, sometimes I'm just sandblasting them and so on, but honestly it's not worth it. Okay, getting the shoe, the guard here, and now it's all good. And now we have the rubber here. It's not looks very good, so what we can try to do is spray some VD on it and just brush it with a medium hard brush. And this is a tip for the power tool resellers, because the tool will look more light, more new after doing this. And of course it will be easier to sell it. You can see, we brushed it, and now I will clean it with a paper. You can see the difference on how it looks now. So that was just a small tip. If you want more tips, please leave a comment. I will try to make the videos about tips, more tips with power tools selling. And for now, just thank you for watching, and bye.